scared him. He thought that I was just nuts, I guess, or maybe I was delusional or something. He just wanted me to lie down. So I saw how stressed he was. So I thought, I can lie down and do this internally. So that's what I did. Thank you.
So usually at the end of the show, I do something called a rapid fire, but I want to switch things up a little bit, and I'm going to close the show with a philosophical question.
Okay.
So, can one achieve inner peace in a world filled with stressors and challenges?
Short answer is yes, and. Yes, and what I don't believe that it's helpful to just shut out stresses and challenges, and I don't think it's realistic. And I to me, part of the qigong practice is about being in the world as it is, in a way where I can show up as much in my presence and in my power as possible. So I think that the inner peace has to do with the inner world that I live in. So that there's a practice in Qigong called Eye of the Storm, where you're really working with being able to be what is on the outside of you and what's on the inside, sort of half of your attention on what's around you and half of your attention what's inside, so you can self-regulate and show up in the ways in which are most resourceful for you and for the people that you want to show up for. So I think it's possible to achieve inner peace, but that doesn't mean we don't have feelings that are negative or hard, or that we don't feel grief and anger and all those other types of things that can be more difficult to navigate. But it's more about that self-acceptance. When you were talking about self-love, I was thinking, yeah, that's the key. That's where it all starts and where it all goes to. Because when we love ourselves, we can love others. When we love ourselves, we can see others in ourselves. So there's a piece of that feels like that's a source. That's a source to inner peace. And again, that doesn't mean we don't get thrown off and we don't have to bring ourselves back.